Hey, what's up guys? How you guys doing? And today we will be doing an updated example solves from 2x2 through 7x7. Let's get started. So the first thing I'm looking at is orange with this easy 3-move layer. I don't know CLL, but if I do get a PLL scoop, I consider it a CLL. But what I do here is an R2 to line these up. And then already looking at this will be preserved. This will also be preserved here. This will go here, so it would have to be a soon once I do U and R2. So what I can do instead is U R prime, just one R prime, because as you can see here now it's soon. So I can cancel into the soon by just, instead of doing R2, I could just do R prime and then go into the soon. And then J prime. Okay, so the first thing I see is these two edges. This is still solved, so I can just keep this preserved and make this opposite. And this would have to go into the back so that the color scheme is right. So I can put the blue on the red with a D. And then I can bring the green edge down, and then insert this red in the back. And also what I can do is I can separate these so that it can be my first pair, while moving this to alignment. So I can just do a D and U, and then bring this orange back down. So then I already have a 3-move pair. So I can just rotate U prime and insert. Then I see these two. Obviously I could go for these, but I won't see that. I just see this. So bring this up like this, insert, and then do a double F, and then insert like that. Then this would just bring this up and insert in the back, and then this would have like this, so just bring it out from the bottom. Probably do, instead of like a U in rotation, I can do a double D and then insert in the back. Then I have this lefty L with a dot. I think we call this like a fish or something. I don't know. But it goes like this. And then Y prime. So I see this, which is really good. I also see this, but obviously if I insert it like this, it will be flipped, so I don't want to use that. What instead I can use is these two. I can move this to the bottom. No, wait. Yeah. I can move this down so that when I do a double U, it will be matched with this, and I'll have a white bar and a yellow bar, like this. So move this down, bring it over, and then I'll have, when I pair this up like this, I'll have a white and a yellow bar. Flip, and I already have a white bar, so I can just move this yellow off to the side and make a double bar, and then I can just insert these at a time, and then make sure that these are like opposite, and then bring it back up, and then I'll have these two centers. And then, so first, when I rotate, I would see the reds, so like this. And then I see the green, orange, like this, or just like greens. And then I can pair them up like this, while also preserving the orange. I can just insert up, and then bring it out of the way, and then put this back, this orange back, so that when I do a double wide R, these will be preserved. And then just insert, and these are my 3 edges, and then just And I usually don't do the fourth edge. I usually just move on to my centers. So I would see this first, very easy, like that. Then I would probably see how to like make this better, and I can do that like this, like that, and then preserving this and making this a bar. Move it over and bring it back, preserving this, and then I can just insert both of these like that. This is not that good of a case, but I can go like that, and then make this a bar, and then insert it. So there's my centers, and now I move on to my last edge, like this, pair it up, and then bring it back down, orient across. There we go, we have cross. And then I go for literally any edge, but usually I would go for like what's over here. So I go like this with a U. I can see that I've paired up this edge, so that's really easy. And I can already see these two, because I have to insert this to make sure this is here. So I can easily insert this right after, like that. And then I can also insert this like that. And then rotate back so that this has a pair. And then, so here I would have these two, and then the green, so I'll have it here. So, and this will be a 2 swap. So, insert in like this, and then flip, and then put back. And then there you go. So, and then it's just 3x3, but there could be parity. So yeah, there is parity. I don't know any like special cases to like make sure that it's completely oriented up top, so I just do parity like this. And then I have this, so I just do the OLO. And then PLO parity, so I don't know what case it would be, but since these are like an H perm, so I can just do like a T perm like this. Do this. So I first see this white bar and this white bar. I usually go for 2x2-by-3s, and like 2x3s, and I don't see any others that are as good as white, so I would just go for white. So I would obviously insert this in here first, like this, like that, and then bring this white down so that when I do a .YU, it can be inserted there, and then insert it up. So now there's my 2x3, and then just find the last 3, and then insert them together and bring it down. So then I have my white center. So I would obviously put these in first. I'm also looking at these, so this will not be here anymore, but this one will come down to here. But I could make these, which is a better option. So I'll go like this, insert them, and then do a U2 so that these will go together, and then bring this back down, and then insert up there. And then there's this edge, so I'll bring over here and make this up top so that I can just go like that, and then insert up top. And then I use reduction, so I don't do yaw, but sometimes I do yaw, but I just don't do it much. So I would make this green center first, because I see this easy last bar, so I can just go like this to preserve it, and then make sure that I can just move it out the way, and then it's solved. And then I would go for this edge, insert up, and then insert this 1x2 into here, a U, and then insert this 1x2 into here, and then make these aligned, and then insert. So now I would make these here, and just do like a cycle until it's solved, like that. Just moving on to edges, kind of the same as 4x4. I kind of just go for any edge that comes. So I just do the red first. When I see these flipped ones, I always just solve them first. So I can solve this flipped one, bring it to the bottom, solve this flipped one, bring it to the bottom. And then I would find some edges that are easy to solve, and then bring them to the top if I solve them like the last piece I solved this on top. So I can just do that, solve on top, and then flip this, solve this edge, so put on top, do this edge, flip, solve, and then solve on top. And so this layer is all done with edges, and I just need one more on this side. So I can just insert this, flip, wide U2, solve it, and then insert here, and then just fix edges, fix centers. So now I have last 4 edges. I always go for the flipped ones first, and then I go for these, especially if they have 2 and there's 3 of them left. I know this is not going to be parity, so I can just fix one and then bring one out, especially with the one that has the edge, and then put down and there, put it down and then there. It's just solved, and then it's just 3x3 stage. So the first thing I will see is yellow with this 2x1 yellow bar in the middle and this one right here. I would make a middle rectangle, so I'm just looking for an easy outer and inner. So here are the 2 centers, and here would be my and then here would be my 2 edges. So I'd solve this first like this, bring it down, and then fix this so it goes like this, and then solve them, and then make sure I preserve this, so move it out of the way, bring it back down, and then bring it down. So then I just need the center. So go U2, U prime, bring it down, and then insert. So now I have a 2x4 bar, and now I just solve the last 2 in the middle. So I pair them like this, like that, and then insert, and then pair these up. Make sure that I can just bring it back down like that, and then insert down. So that is my yellow center. And now I would either do rectangles, but for this I don't think a rectangle is good, so I'll just solve normally. So I just insert this white, and then insert this white edge right here. So there we go. And then so I'll preserve this because this will go down, but solve this bar like that, and then insert like that. Then this is really easy. I can just insert bam like that, and then make sure this can be taken out so that I can solve it later. So solve it there, bring that down, U2, bring this up down, and then insert. So there goes my 2 white centers. Now when I do white or yellow, I always go for red next, because that's just the way I've learned it. So here, I would actually preserve this, because this is a really nice case. So I'll just take it out with another red center, like that, and then solve this bar, and then bring an edge here, like this, and bring this bar up. And then there we go. Now what I would actually do is if there's a case like this, I would definitely build it and then preserve it, and just solve it normally, like I solve other bars. So just like that. Bring this up, kind of inefficient, but I just want to preserve this as much as I can. So like this, you F2 so that when I bring it down, it doesn't get screwed. Alright, so for this, I wouldn't actually go for the bar first. I would go for the outer bar, like this, and then insert. And then I go for the last bar. So insert there, insert here, and then move down. And so now I would solve these next ones. So I'd insert this fully made bar first, and then make this one, and then insert like that, and then solve this like this, so that there it is, and then insert, and then fix this. Then I build a corner here, so that I only have one commutator, and just solve it with a commutator. And these edges are exactly the same as 5x5, just solve any edge I find, and then it's just last four. So I first see the orange, insert, and if I find the last edge on the top, I'll put it to the top, like that. Then I see red and green, so I find this one, last one on the top on this, so I'll put it in like there. I find the white and blue, so I find this last one, put it on the top. Red, orange, and yellow. On the top, I find yellow and blue. And just keep doing it for until all the edges are solved. Until last four edges. Last four edges is a little bit different on 6x6. So what I first do is do like on a 4x4 I do. So this is actually a really bad case because like all the edges are like on the opposites. So like if you would insert this, the other edge is here, so you can't like substitute it. So what I do is bring out the edge that is completely different from these two edges, bring it out, and then insert this one in and bring it in. So that when I solve this edge, I can substitute the inner edge here. In this case, I would actually do it like this, because it also builds up this, and will also build up these three. So, and then insert, so then I have 3 and 3. And then I would insert just one of them, just solve one of them, and then solve the other. And then obviously here, if it was both of them, like this was flipped and this was flipped, it would be parity. But this time it's not edge parity, so we can just solve it like this. Since this is an even layer cube, it could be parity, so we'll just, so we're just gonna see if it comes up. Okay, so it did. I don't know how to solve it like this, so I just do OLL parity. Do the OLL, and then this is PLL parity, so this would be a left J-perm, so I would do left J-perm like that, and then have this as it. So I first see this inner red bar, and I see this right here. So I can put it like together like this, and then move them to the opposite sides of the red center, and then insert them like this, so that I have one inner bar. And then I see here in these two, so I'd insert like this, and then I see these two across, so I'd insert, and then there. So, and then I just keep going for these inners, and then outer, so I go here, insert there, preserve it there, and then the outer I see here, this edge in the middle, and then insert that in here. So there you go, red center solved. And then since this is actually a really easy orange, I can just solve like that. And And then this is a really easy outer bar, so I'll do it first, just like that. And then I'll actually do from this side and do 2 layers so that this will come down. And I can insert it and solve it like this. And then like this. And then solve it where the outer edge is. And then here. And solve it like that. And then you would solve it in between the edges here. Same with this edge and the last edge here. And then I just do the same thing for the outer edge, the inner centers, just the same thing as 5x5 and 6x6. And there we go. We have all centers solved. So I would do the same thing for the edges that I did on 5x5 and 6x6. Just find an edge color and solve it, and whatever side I leave off on, I would just bring it to that top layer. So I'd solve green. I found it on the white side this time. Solve the inner edge, so I put it at the top. See green, orange. Like this, bring it to the top since it was last found the piece there. See, since I found this on the bottom at the yellow, so I solve it there. And see, I found the last yellow and blue and white, so I solve white. Just do the same thing for all the edges. I wouldn't do the same thing for 7x7 last 4 edges. These are a little bit different. So for 7x7 last 4 edges, it's a little bit different. You need to do both inner layers, like these inner layers first, and then do the outer layers. It's kind of the same as 6x6, but these are like kind of like 5x5 edges. So it's a little bit harder, and also you can get like inner edge parity, so which I'm pretty sure is what I have. Yeah, see, just like that. So, and what I would do if I have this is that I would solve these top edges first, and I would solve the flipped edge first, like that. And then as you can see, I have double parity, double edge parity. Like this, I have outer and inner, so I would do parity for both, like this. So I solve this one, do an F2 to solve this one, but this time it's inner. So, and then after you solve all your parity, it's just 3x3.